Welcome back, guys, to Call of Duty Mobile. The reason why I call it mobile, you might be thinking, why is he calling it mobile? It's because I am English, come from UK. If anybody calls it mobile, then I guess they're American. So you click on Battle Royale, and you come out to the layout here. So this is the Battle Royale menu here. This is the tab. Over here we have zombies, which is for like the Left 4 Dead kind of games, and then we have multiplayer, which is normal deathmatch. So you click on the middle one, which is Battle Royale. You can edit your camos that you might have unlocked as you progress through the game. If you got any new skins, sometimes the skins do actually have a bit of a bonus. So if I show you, like Evil Clown has a bonus. Let's have a look. Where are we? Evil Clown has a bonus anyway. I'm not sure how you can actually have a look, but some of the weapons, when they do have a camo or skin, they do actually have a little bit of a bonus in game. I'm not sure whether it actually applies to Battle Royale because I cannot see that. Bonus anywhere, but I guess it's still on because you can actually change the weapons here to match the color scheme that you want. Once you've done so, you can actually change the item camo as well. This is for the lethal damage. So this is basically like any grenades, smoke bombs, flash grenades that actually help you along the way, stun the opponent or smoke up the screen. And camos is the same as well. I don't think they give you any bonuses for the different skins that you have, but just to look cool, really. In terms of character skins, I think they're all the same. They don't have any special bonuses. So whichever ones you choose, try to go for a more camo looking. So I'm a bit of a person who just runs in with my assault weapon rather than hide in the hills. But if you're planning to play maybe sniper in the game, maybe you should go for a more like camouflage look. If you go to the snow area, then she'll be good there. Or if you just normal woodland area, say probably this here where he's all hidden, or just the Spec Ops, which comes default. Sorry, the Scout and Spec Ops will actually come default to the game anyway. So you can actually go for these camo looking effects, or you can just go for one that you think looks a little bit cooler, kind of stands out, kind of like, hey, I'm here to kill you. Alright, so after choosing the skin, you have your class. So you have Ninja class, Scout, Clown, Medic, Defender, Mechanic, Trickster, Airborne, Trap Master, and we actually have a new one called Poltergeist, which I do not have yet. I've actually claimed enough of that, of the points yet to actually claim it. But every class actually has a different active skill, which would be the first one, and a passive skill. So as you can see, for example, the Ninja is a grappling hook, which allows you to shoot and grapple, kind of like Spider-Man. You kind of sling between buildings using this first skill. And the second skill is just a passive, which is always on. So it reduces sound when moving. When you move around, you're not going to appear on the enemy's minimap unless they get really close. Okay, so basically you can go through all of these and kind of read through it yourself and get familiar with that way. Okay, the second is the knife. Wingsuit, you don't really need to know do anything about this. This is the camo. Whichever one you choose, it does the same thing, just a different color. Parachute is the same, just choose your color. Alright, so once you've done all of that, when you actually laid yourself out and you know what you want to do, you click on this classic button here, double FFP. So double basically means you're in a team with someone else. This one means you have 4 players, or you can go solo. Okay, so first person perspective and third person perspective, depending on which type of gameplay you like to play. So third person, you get to see yourself, and first person, you're looking through the eyes of the model, the character. Okay, so I'm going to go to single player because I don't have any friends at the moment. I don't have any friends anyway, and click start. Off you go. If you have any friends, by the way, you can invite them along, see if they come and join. If they don't join, then tough luck. Once you click on start, you usually have a timer which counts down. Otherwise, it will go straight into the game if it actually finds enough players or bots to match it. So once you go into the game itself, don't be too happy that you maybe come first or something, because you know sometimes there is bots there. Okay, so maybe in the beginning parts of the your experience in this game, you get to fight a lot of bots anyway. So once you go into the game, you get this class where you get to choose your layout again. Okay, so your loadout will actually put you to the default one, which was ninja. But you can actually change your class here to anyone that you want. Okay, so usually probably go for a medic, just to start off with, just to go for a medic. And I'll whisk you off into the cinematics where you have helicopters, and you'll be in the last helicopter, or the aeroplane, sorry. You'll be in this airplane here. So, in this, at this time, you can actually look around the map, or you can press Alt to look around the map as well. Anytime at the moment, you can press F, or this parachute here, this wingsuit thing. This will allow you to jump out of the plane. So you press M on the map, click on the map, you have a lot of areas that you can actually go to. Let's go to somewhere that's nice and quiet. So usually you want to look for something that's nice and quiet anyway. You don't want to always look for, let's go to the practice range. So what you do is you get closer to the area that you don't want to jump, and you press the wingsuit and you come flying out. So the natural default speed is to just float down like this. Okay, it's pretty slow. You just glide down into the part of the area that you want to go to. So we're going to the practice range, so above it already. If you hold down the forward key, you move a little bit faster, and then you hold down shift, you go even faster. Okay, when you get to a certain point here, when it gets to the parachute line, it will actually open up a parachute automatically, and you'll float down down to the area that you want to go to. Right, so once your feet actually touches the floor, this is where you can actually look around and move around as well. So you have the forward, back, left and right keys. Okay, so don't relax too much, because usually if there's bots in the game or there's real players, sometimes they actually land right next to you in the base that you actually start off. So quickly run around, open doors, go through, pick up magazines, light mags and attachments, ammos, guns, medipacks, and that kind of stuff. That'll help you along the way. So once you reach your first weapon, it'll automatically arm it for you anyway. So as you see, I've got, what have I got? It's a GKS. So this is one of the new weapons that has been introduced to the game. So again, this is like an Uzi. You see, from hipfire, without zooming, without looking through the scope, ADS they call it, it's pretty inaccurate, as you can see. It just shoots everywhere. Once you press the zoom key, the ADS key, you get to look down the scopes. Once you look down the scopes, it's a lot more accurate, as you can see. Okay, so most of the bullets are going to hit the parts where you want to hit. Oh, I've got no ammo as well. So what you want to do, guys, is pick up everything that you need to pick up. Okay, so the attachments and stuff will go onto the weapons that you're using automatically. Otherwise, you open up the inventory and brings up your two weapons that you might be holding. In this case, I'm actually holding the same weapon, so I'll just chop that away. So your main weapon will be here, the first weapon. The second weapon will be down here. So any attachments will come down into this bag storage, which you can just drag and drop onto your weapon. I'm guessing if you're playing by mobile, oh, I'm feeling footsteps on my map. Can you see? So on my on the map, there's footsteps. That means there's a bot or a player around. Okay, just the left mouse button will take care of that guy. And it'll drop this big box here. Okay, so nearly all players, including bots, will drop this box here. And close the door. When you walk over it, it'll pick up everything that you actually need. If by any chance that it doesn't pick up something that you need here, so for instance this red dot sight, I do have a red dot sight already here, but you're going to pick it up anyway, and then close the box. Once you close the box, you can move around like normal again. Okay, and pick up weapons and ammos around here. As you see, my screen is slightly red at the moment. That's because my health bar is down to almost half. In that case, you have this medical ability over here, so you picked up any medical bandages and that kind of stuff. You can actually, ooh, not that one. You can scroll through it and see which one you actually have. So you press this one. Oops, not that one. Ooh. Okay, so I do have a medipack here. as well as a spray as well. So I'm going to use the Medipack. By default, if you're playing on emulator, there should be hotkey 8. So once you press 8, it will bring up this Medipack. You press 8 again, and it will start healing yourself. So as you can see on the map again, you see footprints. When you see this footprint, it means someone is nearby. Okay, so if you chose the ninja skill, these footprints would be less visible. So he's walking down there, so I'll just let him be. Be less visible to any opponent, so if that guy, for instance, was using a ninja, I might not be able to see him on the minimap until he gets actually quite close. Okay, so different skills and different classes have different abilities that you should familiarize yourself with. Okay, so pick up again, walk over the weapons, and it should pick up automatically. If you don't have the second weapon, it should pick up automatically. Okay, so see footprints on my map again, meaning he's going to open this door anytime soon. So what you should do is wait for the guy to come in. Hello? Is he going up the stairs? Otherwise I'll just dispatch him first because he's going to annoy me. Right, so just take this guy out like this face melter. Okay, so again, you see the bottom, taking damage. This is your armor rating. If you picked up any armor, it should put it automatically here. And the level is determined by here, these orange lines, these yellow lines anyway. So that's level 1 armor, level 2, and level 3 armor. Okay, so level 3 armor obviously it reduces more damage than level 1. Okay, so we can go ahead and use our skill. So our skill is over here. I've chosen the medic, so this should put down healing barrier. Okay, so for the medic skill, it brings down the medic a green barrier, like this, a green circle. And once you're in the circle, any allies or yourself will start healing. Okay, alright, it's time for us to move on. As you can see, we've progressed through the game a little bit. We see this white line here, and this blue circle, which is shrinking right now. So you want to get out of this blue circle. The blue circle will start hurting you after a while, so you want to get into this white circle here. So what we're going to do is get into an aeroplane, a helicopter, sorry. What can we make it? Okay, so that's the blue circle right there. It's catching up to us, so you want to get out of here as fast as possible. So either go on foot, or get in a vehicle, helicopter, car, motorcycle. You'll see them around. And fly off back into the circle, otherwise you're going to get hurt by the safe zone, as they call it. Okay, so on the minimap, you might notice there's purple little blobs there. I'm going to go down to one of these blobs and tell you what it will do. So after a certain while into the game, once you start the game, after a few minutes, it should open up these purple boxes. What you do with these purple boxes, there's 4 of these boxes altogether in each square. If you want to approach it, it says open. You press an open. You press to accept the class driver. So what it does, it basically turns your class purple, which has upgraded your abilities, which you might have chosen. If I've chosen the medic, it's going to heal me a little bit more than it usually does. So it's like a slight improvement for your class, okay? So it doesn't look any different, but it heals more and it heals faster for the medic anyway. So once again, the blue circle is coming in close. So what we're going to do is stay within that white circle. Let's just deploy ourselves here. So we're in this white circle. We're actually safe from any harm from the safe circle. The safe zone, sorry. Okay, so once again, let's look out for any approaching enemies you might find incoming. So watch on your map and use your eyes to look around, your mouse or your touchscreen. Look around. You can actually keep that helicopter if you wanted, but for tutorial purposes, I'm just going to run to these buildings here. So this should be the estate. We are at the estate. So once again, once you get to these buildings, you can actually just jump through the window. So jump right next to these windows, you'll climb through like that. It does break the glass at points and alert enemies of your presence, or you can just take the door, which again makes noise as well. So you have to be careful when you approach these buildings. You do actually make a little bit of a noise so the enemy knows where you are. Okay, so again, I have footprints here. So you kind of one tactic is to wait for them to move around. You can crouch. I think it reduces the noise you make. and you can basically wait for the opponent. So as you can see on the minimap, the footprints tell you exactly where the people are. So he's just opened the door, so he's right here. Okay, so remember to look on your minimap. Notice your minimap a little bit more often than you usually do, because it actually means life or death. And once again, oops, I just closed the door. Once again, when you kill the enemies, it drops these box and pick up any ammos and gun they have that you might need. Anything that stays there, it means your auto is not going to pick them up. It means it's not needed, or you have you're at maximum capacity for picking it up. So anything that actually comes up which you actually might need, for instance this ammo here, 5.56, if it's not picking up automatically, you can just press and it'll pick it up. Okay. Oh, changing weapons, here we go. So if you want to change your weapons, you see I've got two weapons here. Maybe I don't want the M4, maybe I want something like an M4. Okay, so let's choose a different gun. Alright, so you do actually have to arm yourself with the second weapon. So press 2, arm yourself with the M4, and then you can change it here. You just press on it, and it will change. Yeah, I do have some footprints behind me, so there is someone around. So remember, look around, notice exactly where he's standing. Shoot him down. Okay, so when you're reloading, find some cover and hide behind there. Okay, so the blue circle is coming up towards me. Quick tip for you, so if you put away your weapon, so you have to press your weapon down here, or you press a number if you're on the computer. So you put away your weapon when you hold the dagger, you do actually run faster with the dagger rather than any other weapon. So even if you do have an Uzi, a light Uzi, it does seem fast, but the dagger is always faster. Okay, so if you're making a sprint for it from the blue circle or somebody shooting you, you can actually arm yourself with the dagger and you'll run faster. Okay, so once again I'm inside the white circle, which means I'm safe from the blue. Okay, get rid of that line. Okay, so here we have audio, so if you listen, any of your friends, team, or all players can actually, you can hear them, or you just turn it off if they're making too much noise. And over here, the microphone, once again, you can speak to all. If you have a microphone like myself here, you can speak to all, you can speak to team, or speak to friend, okay, or hold to speak, it's up to you. Okay, you can mess around with that in your own time. Over here we do have a speech, so we're not actually allowed to type. Oh, we actually can. We can actually type here. Oh, so we can actually type now. There's a new function now. Okay, so you see bullets a minute ago on my minimap. I don't know whether you noticed it. So the bullets mean somebody's shooting in that direction. So you can obviously hear sounds. So even in real life, when somebody shoots, you can hear where the sounds are or where they're coming from. So that's what the minimap basically is telling you. So if there's yellow bullets, it means it's they're shooting somewhere else, shooting someone else far away. If it's a red bullet, it means they're shooting you. Okay, shooting in your direction. The bullets are coming close. Okay. So notice your minimap again. So it's always about your minimap on the top right hand corner over here. Okay. Usually one play style is to go for somewhere where there's high terrain, like here, or this hill I'm standing on. So you can basically, one play style can be like a sniper. What you do is you can just camp around, hide around, and get yourself a sniper rifle. This is not a sniper rifle, this is an M4. Get yourself a sniper rifle and pick people off from far away. Okay, so there's a bit of a cheating method. Some people say it's camping, it's not a very good method to play. But in COD Mobile, anything's possible. Okay, especially for Battle Royale as well. It means you have to be the last person standing rather than the amount of people you kill. So if I had a sniper, for instance, now, I would have been able to snipe that guy down. Otherwise, another gameplay, another type of play, instead of sniping and waiting around for people to come to you, you can actually go to them. Okay, so this is the more of my play style, where I have to run in, find the opponents, and shoot them down. So you can see that right there. Let's Kill that guy. So again, footprints, you can see on my map, is giving me away one of the enemy locations. So he should be around here somewhere. There we go. Alright, the Chinese name guy. So sometimes the bullets as well are grenades. So if somebody's chucked a grenade at you within your location somewhere nearby, the ammo does come up as well. It looks like somebody's shooting, but it might be a grenade. Okay, so be aware. Be aware of any of that. So again, footsteps and ammunition. So somebody is shooting over there behind a wall. There he is. Okay, so just for this tutorial purposes, I'm going to leave him be, let him live. Yeah, I'll let him fight another day. So again, keep yourself behind cover, hide away from anybody that you think has a sniper rifle and has a big chance of killing you. You want to keep yourself safe at the beginning, pick up as many weapons as you can, ammunition, body armor, that kind of thing. Oh, another thing to mention is these green boxes. You might see these green boxes arriving around the map as well. This plane actually goes across the map and drops off these boxes. Once you approach them, they do have level 3 armor. There you go. As well as a few nifty items as well that you can actually pick up. First is the Arctic 50. I'll just pick this up here. Arctic 50 or FHJ, which is a homing missile for vehicles. You see, for instance, I did pick up a sniper rifle, which said exotic. Exotic means it's just like a legendary. Okay, so it's the legendary sniper rifle here. It does have a mode within the scope, but you can actually see infrared. So anybody on my scope will be orange and lit up like a firework. Okay, so put away the sniper rifle. If you do have a sniper rifle and you don't hold it and run around, because you will be slower than having a submachine gun or the dagger. So once again, keep your eye on the minimap. Keep yourself within that white circle, otherwise the blue will kill you. Once you're slightly in the circle, it's actually fine. You can go in whenever it's starting to hurt you. Okay, so you see on my minimap again, there are some yellow bullets flying around. It means they're not shooting at me, they're shooting at someone else. So you can go in with the sniper rifle. As you can see, I can see the yellow there. And you can pick them off from far away. If you can get them from far away, if he stops moving. There we go. Okay, so I'll keep that guy there. So once again, the circle is really small right now, you see, on the minimap. Be sure to be in the circle when it closes. You don't have to run to the circle straight away. Okay, so that guy was sitting there or waiting for people to come. You don't have to go into the circle right away. You can actually just try to evade the blue circle before it gets to you. Okay, on the top left here we have the amount of people in the game left and total. So there was 100 people in the game. It could have been bots, it could have been real players. The person who was sat at the bottom of the stairs just now, that was a real player. But sometimes when you're just sitting around, there's an opponent knows exactly where you are. They're usually bots. Bots means robots in this game, which basically means computer AI using these characters. So they're not real people running around. Okay, so we are in the blue circle. It's the final sections of the game. So once you're doing a 1v1 here, once you're doing a 1v1, you have to be the last person to survive. Let's see if I can actually beat this one. Even though I'm doing a tutorial, I'm actually winning the game, guys. It's kind of weird. Do you see anyone? I don't see anyone. Where is he? Is he down below? Is he waiting for me? Oh, so he's behind me. It's on the bar. Oh, I might die here. I might die here, guys. Let's reload first. Okay, so the last people here on the battlefield is doing a 1v1. I haven't got my volume up at the moment, so I can't hear anything. Oh, there it is. Okay, so once you're on a 1v1, just take out the last guy, and then go to your winner, and that is Battle Royale for you. Okay, so just in case I missed out some stuff in the previous bit of tutorial, basics tutorial, I'm going to go in again, basically go through all the stuff that I missed out. But along the way, you might have picked up a few attachments. Okay, so you may not know what attachments do and how to arm them. What you want to do is you go into your inventory, and usually anything that you pick up automatically gets put on the weapon that you can use. For instance, here there's a red dot here, red dot attachment, which you can actually put onto this XPR50 or any other scope. Actually, wait, why can't that go on there? That's a bit strange. Okay, so anyways, I think in the legendary you can, maybe the legendary ones you can. Okay, so anything that you put on down up here, or anything that you picked up, can actually be put onto the weapon. For instance, here, you can actually change the long barrel, which basically increases the range that you can shoot, or the suppressor. Basically, you just press and drop. Or in a mobile terms, you just press with your thumb and let go onto your weapons. Okay, just underneath. Press on the map and find a place that you really want to drop down to. Okay, so anywhere down these middle areas usually are the danger zones where they have a lot of people. You want to be, basically, if you're starting off the game quite fresh and you want to navigate your way around without getting too much combat, you can actually go to these areas on the outskirts, which have slightly less people. Land on your feet, pick up everything that you can. Okay, so when you should get something like this, like an SMR, it's like a missile launcher. It is big and clunky, so you want to put that away. Put your take your dagger out, and you can run a lot faster than normal. Okay, so pick up your Uzis like usual, or your rifles, as such. Like that. This is a new weapon. Okay, so ammo and attachments. So again, it will pick up automatically. If it doesn't pick up automatically, you can press it. You can press to pick up yourself. Okay. So on the PC, you can actually use the mouse, which I have changed the key to control. I'm not sure what the default one is. It might be control. So you press the mouse, and you can have a free look around. You can click around. You can move the. You can click and drag the look. Okay. Otherwise, you can just play like it was a PC game. So again, you can just press on this skill here to get your skill up, or set a hotkey. I've set mine to T. So again, just pick up ammo, pick up attachments. You want to basically buff yourself up, ready for combat. So the whole beginning part of this is to run around, pick up any attachments and ammos that you might find in the area that you've landed. Okay, if you want to take a breather, you just actually hide in one of these boxes or somewhere that's a lot of cover. But always be aware that there's bots running around, so they know exactly where you are, and sometimes they just come straight up to you. You can see these footprints here. That should be a bot down there. Let's take out this bot first. Chrome Blade. Obviously, the higher you are, the more visuals you get, so the more area you can look and scan around for people running around. Okay, you can look at the mini-map. Sorry, the map itself. You can look around, see maybe you want to go to this circle here. So once again, you have to get inside the circle before the blue circle catches up to you. So at the moment, the blue circle is just round the edges of the entire game map itself. So it's all the way around here. So it says the safe zone will shrink soon. says the blue will shrink soon, so you got to get yourself into that circle soon. So you can see like the blue is catching up to me, but even if I was to sprint all the way, I could actually outrun this blue circle. But we're not going to do that. This person standing there. We're not going to do that. We're going to get into a helicopter and fly away, because these the vehicles are much faster than running in this game. So when you do get more experience in the game, you can actually come here and fight the boss. So once you land close to the boss, the Cerberus should appear. Hello, there we are. So the Cerberus should appear, and you can kill the boss. So once you kill the boss, there are a few rewards that you can get, like level 3 armor. There's level 3 armor, as well as a couple of legendary weapons that you can get from there as well. Okay, so if you have like weapon 1 and weapon 2 there, if you want to swap them around, go into your menu and just click and drag to swap the weapons around. Okay, so I usually have my main weapon on the first and the second alternative weapon on my second. Okay, so different firing modes, right? So we have, if you press B on your PC, you can actually change it from auto and single. Some guns don't have this, only some of them do. You have single, auto, or burst. Okay, so this one doesn't have burst here. So single basically means once you hold down the weapon, press and hold down shoot, it just shoots one. It always just shoots one. Okay, auto means it just keeps shooting. And burst means it shoots 3 times and stops. 3 times or so anyway. Okay, so usually with these automatic ones, so rather than just blasting away like this, okay, I usually look down the scope with ADS, because it's more accurate that way, and I do burst fire with my mouse. Okay, so I press ever so slightly, so you just press it for a little while and let go. Press a little while and let go. I do a burst, 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 which makes it more like that. Okay, so it makes it more accurate rather than unloading all your ammo at one go. My ammo supplies are actually quite low, so you go and pick up the ammo that you need. In this case, I'm actually using a 5.56 for this gun here, so in order to get that one, I need this green box here. So you don't want to look for those green boxes that's dotted around the map. So when you go in buildings and stuff, and you see on the floor, there's usually ammo on the floor that you can pick up anyway. Okay, if you are running out of ammunition, it will automatically pick up for you. If you do have somewhere along, I think the 200 mark, it will not pick up ammo for that gun anymore, in which case you'll have to manually press it yourself. Okay, so there's a couple of boxes that's dotted around the map. There's green boxes here. They usually come with a lot of attachments in there, which you can actually put onto your weapons, and a little bit of ammunition as well. If you do find red boxes, look for red box. Where are we? If you look for red boxes, they do have slightly different weapons in them. RPGs. So there's FHJ, which is the homing missile for vehicles only, and there's the SMS, which is the manual missile, which you can actually shoot at people. When your hands don't move, or they move slightly, ever so slightly, this is your walk speed. Okay, so guys, the shift key, you can actually run. It looks like it's paddling a boat. You can actually run a lot faster than if you were walking. So again, up here, guys, this is the player count, which is 29 more people, including yourself. So there should be 28 more opponents to kill out of 100. So 100 of them, only 28 are remaining. And this is your kill count, so there's 3. So once you go in the water, guys, you will not die. Even if you press crouch, you go down into the water. Down here we'll have the lungs capacity, so you're losing. Once it goes down to the red mark, all the way to the bottom, you'll start taking damage from drowning. So somebody was here before, he did pick up, oh there we go, FHJ. So with the SMS, you can actually shoot this missile. It will hit people and kill them. It will do damage anyway. With the FHJ-18, it's slightly different. Why can't I not press it? There we go. With the FHJ, it's slightly different. It'll bring up this kind of weird looking scope when you do look down the ADS. Oh, someone's shooting me. I have to run away. Run away. Don't want to kill you right now. So again, burst fire rather than spilling all your ammo and wasting it. Means you're more accurate as well and do more damage. So once again, the blue circle is catching up to me, so you get out as fast as possible. You take these zip wires, which are dotted around the map as well. And there's a sniper right there waiting for me. So again, he's got an exotic weapon there. You could take it, but for this purpose I don't really need it. So. Oh, there we go. Okay, so even if there's no one driving the vehicle, you can actually lock on and just shoot. So if there's a helicopter in the sky, you don't have to. You just have to look at it until it goes red and fire away. It doesn't matter where the vehicle goes, the helicopter goes, the missile will lock it down and blow it up. Okay, so I want to lock onto this. Oh, it's dead. So that's destroyed already. If there's somebody driving that motorcycle, they will also be dead. Take out the remaining players. There's someone down there. What weapon am I using? What is this S-36? Oh, I'm dying. Dying, but you didn't kill me. Thank you. Remember when there is red around your vision, it means you are dying. It's just giving you an extra nudge saying, "Hey, I'm dying. Remember to heal me." Out here in the open. So let's get to a set. Oh, somebody's camping in there. Alright, so once again, another playstyle is to just hide away and be the last person to survive. So if you're a bit scared of the people running around, you can actually hide inside a building. But the whole point of the blue circle coming towards you inside, getting smaller on the map, the whole point of this circle is to stop campers from sitting around too much. So when they have to run into the circle, that's when they're most vulnerable. Even if you do end up being number 4, maybe number 10, don't be too down about it. It's just a game, and there's always another day which you play again. Okay, guys? Right, so that is my basics tutorial. That's all you need to know for the basics of this game. Just stay alive to be the last person standing, and remember to use cover. Don't run into the open a bit too much, and I hope this has helped you out. Thanks again for watching anyways, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.